Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. I want to talk about music today. I might talk about another topic if I happen to catch the news. But think about this. I can play by ear at this point rather well now. I've always been able to play by ear. Do I consider it a talent or a gift? I never really looked at it as that. It's just something that I could do. My goal when I began seriously playing piano in September of 2017, my main goal was to understand what I was doing. It was kind of like, and some people, no slight on people that play by ear really, 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 really well because they've been doing it for so long. But my goal was not to be able to play by ear. My goal was to understand what I was doing. When I'm hitting a C major 7, or if I'm doing a 2-5-1 chord progression, or what is this? What is that? I know I put a post on there saying, okay, I see what Stevie Wonder is doing. That all came by me reading music. And yes, as you get older, I'm 43. I'm 43 years old. And if you spend a long time playing by ear, yeah, once you start learning to read music, it is painful. You're gonna go through the squints, the eye squints, the what is that there, the unsurety there. But keep this in mind, just like playing by ear is a muscle and it is a honed talent or skill, so is reading. So is reading and comprehension. When I was a kid, I had one of the highest comprehension levels in reading. This kid really understands what he's reading. His test results are amazing. Here's my take on it. You can play by ear really well, but my buddy Tito, he got offered, or they're thinking about giving him a gig, and they want him to come to rehearsal, but he called me and said, I'm thinking about having you come up there because I don't read music really, really well, but I read it enough to understand the movements. I read it enough now where I'm able to pick up, okay, he's running it in the key of F. Here we are. He's starting, when he starts that key of F, he's moving from here and he's moving this to a B flat minor. So he's going from the 1 to the 4. And this is the rhythm pattern, this strum, strum, strum. That all came by reading music, taking the time, and yes, it's painful, taking the time to sit down and read music. We're in a world today, and I saw Timberland saying that, musicians think that because people aren't playing keys anymore, that these beats aren't music. And here's my response to that. The people that can actually play the keys are the people that put the chord progressions inside the MPC player. When they make these samples up, there's a guy putting these sample packs together. He's doing that. Okay, you want a progression, you want this. He's doing that to put inside that MPC player. I got to the point where now I'm making beats, and if none of the samples have any chord progression that I like, I make my own chord progression and roll on with the beat. And a light bulb went off. I said, well, why don't you, explore making sample packs? Explore making this, because that's how they get them. That's how they get the noises. And here's the thing, the button pressers, as we like to call them, no slight, they're not like the Zaytovens. I've seen Zaytoven, and he does some amazing work to the point where if you look at the work Zaytoven does, say Zaytoven's behind the keyboard doing everything and working on the MPC, his level of musicianship is far surpassed Kanye West. Keep in mind, Kanye made his money off of fashion. You know, it wasn't strictly him being a producer. So when you think about music, you should want to understand it to the fullest. You know, it's kind of like it just depends on what level you want to be at. You know, there's a guy, and I'm going to continue with my musicianship. I may never get known. I may never get known, but I want to be known by the people that say, hey man, I got this MPC, we need you to lay down the chord progression. I want to get known to them. That's the level that I want to play at. I want to play at the level that when I hear of a famous artist and she does A, B, C, and D, let me sit down and write with her. I want to sit down and we can put some stuff together. I'm coming in with the paper and everything. So when you do music, always I would say always you always want to understand. You should want to understand what you're doing. My classical teacher told me, she said, it's those guys that get the big jobs. They're able to write a score. They're able to do this. They're able to do that. And that's my take on music. You know, if you're going on this journey, there's so many different avenues. But become music literate. You know, it's kind of like if you listen to a lot of R&B music, it's made in a minor tone. Specifically G minor. If you listen to a lot of pop music is done in 1, 4, 5 chord progressions. All of this will help you to start to create and become a better musician, a better beat maker, just a better all-around songwriter or an artist. And I forgot to say, if you like the information that I am bringing forth, I haven't brought forth many things that people may click on lately. I've been trying to wrap my mind around work. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and hit that bell notification.